everyone, my name's Amy and this is my partner in crime, Björk. Welcome to this episode of A Day in the Life of Van Life Lockdown. We've been in lockdown, I think, for a little over 2 months now. I know that you have been dying to know what Björk and I have been up to during lockdown. Well, you're in luck because today we are going to be taking you along on some of the activities that make up our day. Stay tuned because I'll also be talking to you a little bit about how I've been feeling these last couple of months. How have I been coping living alone in a van during these times? How has it affected my mental health? Whether or not this has been a generally more positive or negative experience for Björk and I. One thing I can be certain of right now though, and that is that, oh my god, I am desperate for a haircut. Oh no! My ends are very, very split right now. I wish I had a hairdresser friend who lives nearby, but I do not. These ends are so split that I'm sure there's some witty joke to be made right there. Oh, someone could come up with the end of that joke. Ooh, the end. And write it in the comments below. A typical day might start with a peaceful meditation outside in nature. Then, Björk and I would usually go on a nice long walk, exploring Glastonbury's idyllic surrounding countryside. We'd walk through buttercup meadows, wild apple orchards, and across expanses of open fields, with the view of the Tor leading our way. We can't visit our old human friends, so instead, we've been visiting ancient tree friends. And, of course, with human hugs pretty thin on the ground, we've been finding solace in hugging the trees instead. Guys, when we're skateboarding, we really don't want to get hurt, so it's very important that we protect ourselves with some really useful protective gear. So Björk decided to wear her face mask on her bum. Björk and I are blessed to have views like these right on our doorstep. So our days often end with the bright orange and pink skies of an enchanting sunset. So, how have I been feeling during lockdown? Well, on the whole, I've been feeling amazing. I feel like I have been able to make use of the time and the space that we have been forced into taking really, really well. I've taken full advantage of it. Yeah, before lockdown I was feeling quite lost and out of alignment in my life. To be honest, I wasn't really feeling very good. I knew that I needed to make some changes, but I guess, you know, those doubts and fears come up when you start thinking about making changes. It was really nice, actually, to be forced to make those changes. It's so much easier that way. So I was really grateful to be given this immense amount of time with very few distractions where I could just basically focus on myself and answer some of the questions that I had been asking and not able to find. Actually, just within a few days of lockdown, I found a lot of answers. So right from the start, to be honest, it was an extremely positive experience. I've just been able to embrace lockdown. The first maybe 2.5 weeks, I went on a personal retreat. I didn't go anywhere. I stayed in my van, I stayed in Glastonbury, but what I did do was turn my phone off. So no phone, no communication with friends, and no internet. What this meant was that I erased any and all distractions. So it was just me, myself, and I did a hell of a lot of meditation. I read books instead of watching YouTube videos. I did things that I had been procrastinating on for years. Basically, I went inwards and did some soul searching. And this was an opportunity to finally confront myself, confront my inner world, my deepest, darkest find out what was lurking in the depths of the abyss of myself. No, I really didn't go that deep, but I went deep enough to find out some cool things. What the hell am I doing here? What do I want from life? Who do I want to be with? What I truly desire? Where do I want to go? Well, anyway, at least I shed some light on it. So to me, that was such an amazingly positive experience. And to be honest, I was feeling really elated during this time. Of course, there were times when I met some difficult emotions, so I was able to process those and have some moments of release. I have 2 jobs here in Glastonbury and both of them were forced to close down during lockdown, which meant that I didn't have to go into work. It was like no guilt, no negative feelings attached to not working. That was so liberating. So of course I was very happy about that. Also during this time I had said to myself, no projects, just time for me to be quiet and listen to myself. So listen to my mind, listen to my heart, you know, what's my body saying? How does my body feel? What's my body trying to tell me? How do I feel physically? What needs my attention? And I highly recommend it, by the way. Do it. If you haven't already, just devote yourself to yourself for a period of time. Take away all distractions because, oh my goodness, it's really enlightening. After a couple of weeks, I suddenly had this big wave of inspiration to start making videos again. So that's what I did. So I turned my phone back on, my personal retreat was over, and then I just got stuck into making videos. And to be honest, when I am in the movie making zone, I am on a roll and I get quite addicted to it. Yeah, so that's what I did. So I made my 2nd, my 3rd, my 4th and my 5th videos. And again, I felt really good because I had this creative flow, which to be honest, I've never really experienced. I've never known what is my creative outlet. What am I good at artistically? And so producing these videos, which I enjoy so much, and to be happy with the results, feels quite frankly awesome. During this time, I wasn't kind of missing normality. My mental health was the best that it's been for a really long time, actually. I was really flying high. After smashing out a few videos, I did start to miss my friends. I've only been in Glastonbury for a year now, so my old friends don't actually live in Glastonbury. They live in other parts of the country and in other countries. So about 3 weeks ago now was the time when I did start to kind of take a little nosedive down to those lower states of mind. And I'd kind of started to feel a bit bored because obviously weeks and weeks had gone by where I was basically just doing the same thing every single day. I do not have transport, and so I wasn't able to leave Glastonbury at all. So I was starting to get a bit of cabin fever, I guess. And to be honest, I just really wanted to cuddle with somebody that I love. So the lack of physical human connection had really started to get to me by this point. I guess I started to feel a bit lonely. But luckily, around the same time, the rules for lockdown were relaxed, which meant that I could jump on the bus, go to Bristol and hang out with my friends. Lockdown really ain't half bad for us. I really hope that you guys as well have been able to experience at least something positive out of all of this madness. Before I go, I want to say thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you liked it, please give us a thumbs up. Also, if you want to see more of our videos, then please do subscribe because we've got some amazing adventures coming up. I would love to see you next time. Now I'm going to leave you with a scene of an empty street in Bristol with this super talented guy playing his guitar and singing some song that I cannot get out of my head since that day. Anyway, it was a really beautiful moment, so enjoy.